year I try to give food and I give toys to organizations to help. But I'm going to tell you, I gotta pay for my own family, and it sucks. But you guys have gotten very comfortable living off of the government, and the very thought that you might not get your cards in November has got you guys screaming all over the internet. Meanwhile, you had no problem spending $1,000 food hauls at Costco and showing all the internet all the food you get and dancing and laughing, and even some women like very sarcastically being like, "Oh, you mad?"
Lock in, fuck niggas. We about to fact check this shit. First, if you fuck with me, check out that podcast. Let's get it. What the hell is she talking about? First of all, you are online way too much, and I know you know nothing about food stamps, because if you did, you would not make that video. And why are you mad at people using food stamps to buy food? Isn't that why we use it? But I'm gonna give you guys some information just to show you what she's saying doesn't make any damn sense. First of all, if you want less people on SNAP benefits, that would mean that the economy has to get better. Because if we just took the time to use our big people brain, then we'll realize that if the price of living is increasing and wages remain the same, then more people are gonna need government assistance. Which is why reports are saying a stronger economy will equal less people on food stamps. Not to mention that food stamps is just a temporary assistance, meaning that people usually stay between 6 to 24 months. And do you even know the demographic of the people that are on these benefits that the right are complaining about? 34% are children, 33% are the elderly, and 17% are disabled. Not to mention that 50% of people who are on WIC, which is women, infant, and children, have either SNAP, Medicaid, or both. In Trump's economy, we have a bad job market, unemployment is high, and inflation is high as well. And you're trying to understand why people want to get on food stamps?
Good morning, happy Monday. Some exciting news on this very dreary and gloomy Monday morning. So on a poll taken, and statistics show that on this Monday morning, even though all these Trumpies are all for this big disastrous bill, and they have no problem with SNAP, EBT, WIC, and everything else, Medicaid taken away from undocumented migrants who, first of all, do not receive those benefits. But let me tell some great news on this Monday. Statistics show in this poll that was taken that 6.8 million people that are on SNAP are white. 4.1 million are African American, and 3.7 million are Latinos, Hispanics. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Share the video for awareness, but I think that when all these changes come around, the ones that are going to have their panties in a bunch and are going to be very upset are the Trumpies. But I hope they have the day and the life they deserve. For the rest of you guys, stay safe out there. Happy Monday. Blessed week. I love you.
Hey, bro. I know they cutting off the food stamps and stuff, but I just feel like the black community is going to be straight regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like, one, y'all finna really realize that a lot of black people are not on food stamps. Like, it's not us. Like, it's still motherfuckers that's in them trailers that be screaming MAGA and go Trump. Like, it's them motherfuckers in these rural areas, don't got shit, never had shit, house be raggedy, clothes be dirty, ain't been to the dentist in years, got 2 teeth, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really gonna be them, the people that actually voted for this man, that's gonna be affected. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like in the Bible. Like we just talked about in church on Sunday, Exodus, you know what I'm saying? Like when the Pharaoh kept doing stuff to the, you know what I'm saying, to the city, the Israelites kept getting stronger, you know what I'm saying? Like, he could not break them. He could not break them, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you cannot break us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can throw whatever y'all want to throw at black people, bro. That shit is not gonna break us, gang. Like, this ain't our first rodeo. This is not our first rodeo. So, yeah, y'all finna really fuck around and find out. Like, y'all be trying to stereotype black people and black people rely on government assistance, black people do this, No. It's not black people who get the most government assistance. Like, it's them folks, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, y'all finna fuck around and find out. Y'all done voted y'all way into your own demise because you didn't want to see a black woman in office. And that's all it is, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's literally all it was. But, yeah, y'all finna fuck around and find out, for sure.
MAGA, you need to listen to me. I used to be MAGA, and things are about to get catastrophic. Not just for owning the libs, but for you as well and your families as well. It's in regards to SNAP, okay? A federal funded program that gives food stamps and assistance, financial assistance for people to be able to afford food in the United States. 41 million people rely on this program a year. This federal program has already confirmed and sent out emails to people saying, hey, we have no more funds come November. Come November, which is in less than 12 days from now, there will be no more money coming into these people's pockets that they use to provide food for themselves and their children and their families. Okay? This is not just liberals or Democrats. This is nationwide. And guess what, MAGA? Many of you, I know, rely on it as well. And it's okay. You don't have to be ashamed that you rely on it. Okay? It's a program that is really good for helping a lot of people. But you don't understand that when this gets taken away, people are about to get very desperate. In a month where there's Thanksgiving, of course, it's about being with family and being thankful, but it's also about food. Do you not see the symbolism in this? It's going to get so bad so quickly, but it can be prevented. If we get our government together right now, we open up before November, we get this program funded, and we get the assistance out to the people in need. My name is Hunter Howell. If you feel like giving me a follow, a like, a share, a comment, that'd be greatly appreciated. I'm sending all of you my love, and hopefully this video was informative for you.
Hi, my beautiful people. How you all doing? Welcome back again to the channel. My name is Olivia, in case I just saying my face for the first time. I hope you guys are good. So, family, you know what's crazy? You guys know the same MAGA folks who were celebrating when Black people started losing their SNAP benefits. They're now realizing they aren't getting theirs either. You know, they were laughing, clapping, and saying, good, they need to go get a job, that they are lazy. But now the system turned on you. Suddenly it's not funny any longer, right? Now, let me tell you guys something. Struggle don't have a color. Struggle, it doesn't have a color. Okay? The government doesn't care who you voted for, who you are. When it's time to make cuts, everybody is included. Okay? And maybe now you will see that cheering for, you know, someone else's pain doesn't make you, or doesn't make your life any better. So let's watch together, of course, and see what people have to say about these MAGA people. And let me know what you think. We'll come back after a while.
Just saw a video also too of a MAGA guy saying, I'm okay knowing that people are going to go without food stamps if my groceries are going to be 30% cheaper. Where the fuck are you getting this number at, 30%? Are you thinking because people are not having groceries or buying them that they're going to be cheaper for you? I swear, never in my life have I ever been so fascinated by stupid fucking people. By people who literally think collectively as a bunch of fucking morons. Who think that people who are not going to be getting groceries can somehow get 30% off their food. Make that make sense. Like, that's fucking the dumbest thing you could ever fucking think of.
Man, I fucking hope like hell EBT gets cut off November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Not only because it would just be good for everybody to see all the welfare queens be exposed for the deadbeat parents they absolutely are, but mostly because it would be really nice to just pay 30 to 40% less for all my goddamn groceries. Have a wonderful...
Okay, Genius. Albite, explain to us, how does people being made to go hungry because they don't have their SNAP benefits, their food stamps, how does that lower your grocery bills? How does that translate to you paying less for groceries? Educate us. Tell us how that happens. As I understand it, if SNAP benefits don't go out and that money doesn't get spent, the money goes right back into the general fund. I hadn't heard of Congress passing a MAGA assholes who hate poor people grocery rebate bill where they like send you a check. Or what do you think they're going to do? You think they're going to call up, you know, the Piggly Wiggly and tell them, hey, charge that MAGA asshole less for groceries because people don't have SNAP? Can you explain it? You mean because people who are in the grocery store people who would normally be going to the grocery store because they have EBT cards and SNAP benefits now can't go to the grocery store because they no longer have money to buy food? That's going to make the grocery store lower the price of the food in the store. Why? Because more likely, a lot of small stores are going to actually go out of business, because without those people spending those SNAP benefits in particularly smaller groceries, that's actually hurting the grocery store. So they're probably going to have to raise prices on the groceries there because they're losing business and customers. So it's actually the opposite of what you're saying, stupid. But you know, I mean, y'all ain't MAGA because you're brilliant. You know, it's not because you're geniuses. But you know, just a public service announcement. People going hungry, the people you hate going hungry, that don't lower your grocery bill, not one penny. Don't lower your taxes either. It does nothing for you other than make you happy that they're standing in food lines or whatever other, you know, Cruella de Vil man shit you believe in. So enjoy watching people suffer and starve, I guess, since that's what you're into. But yeah, you're still going to pay the same or more for your groceries. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. You fucking asshole.
For anyone that's non-MAGA, I want to apologize for my appearance. I work at a 3PL, and I go to work looking homeless every day so I don't get hit on by gross MAGA men. And so if you look homeless or like somebody that's part of the LGBTQIA, you get hit on way less. I mean, you still get hit on, but I try to get... Anyways, let's move on. Dear MAGA, y'all have made several videos calling for a civil war. And y'all have made videos making jokes about people losing their SNAP benefits. Like I said in my last video, I don't get SNAP benefits. I think you are disgusting for all of that. Starving children when you are saying right to life, right to life, right to life, and you're banning abortion, but then starving the babies that are a result of those bans. Y'all are fucking disgusting. Also, with that being said, about going back to the y'all calling for civil war, so you do realize that not everybody that looks like us sides with MAGA. You think you have some like superiority, like what you think white people are the superior race, but in reality, come back, do you know how many black, brown, indigenous, all of the minorities that are here? I mean, y'all keep fucking throwing them out, but there are still way more. And then also people that look like me. There's tons of people that look like us that don't side with MAGA. You know, if all of the white people and all of the minorities, if they were to team up, that makes MAGA the minority, which is why the government is so scared and trying to get rid of all the brown people, and now they're rounding up black people. But if we all come together, that's not gonna be good for MAGA. And also, you keep saying my Second Amendment right, my Second Amendment rights. Yeah, here's the thing. There are so many of us like liberals that also believe in the Second Amendment right. We just don't think people that are deranged and sick like y'all should have guns. So like there are people like me who is very much a liberal, and I will always side with people of color over MAGA. And I have my lifetime carry permit in the state of Tennessee. I can't show you where it says a lifetime because that will show all of my other information, but like that's a lifetime carry permit. Yep, I have that. I don't want to be a violent person at all. I have no desire to be. The only reason that I chose to get a carry permit was because my 12-year-old in the other room is a little human, and I'm a smaller human, and we're not going to be a victim of human trafficking. That's why I got it. But I'm not threatening nobody. I'm just saying, as a liberal, if you try to be crazy, I will use my right to defend myself. And if it comes to my child's life or your life, I assure you, she's going to outlive you. But again, not calling for violence. Don't want it. Don't care for it. Like, I just want to live my best gay life in peace. I want to go to drag shows. I want to hang out with my gay friends, my trans friends. I want to go to drag shows and live my best life. I don't want to live in a world of hate at all, but y'all keep creating it for some reason. Y'all keep making scenarios up that aren't happening. Yeah. So, also, R.I.P. Charlie Kirk. To the left, to the left.
To the woman in the viral video that's sitting there munching toast, talking ugly to the people that aren't going to get their SNAP benefits next month, talking about, well, what'd you do with it last month? Mind your business. You look like a miserable individual, and I'm glad I don't know you, because I can take one look at you and the way you talk and the way you conduct yourself and know that you are somebody that I am just damn glad is not anywhere in my life. But if you've never been broke and you've never been poor, it's easy to sit there with your phone in your face, shoving food in your mouth, talking shit about people that don't know how they're going to make it through next month. Why don't you just shut the hell up and mind your motherfucking business?
Honestly, I'm very happy they're taking away the food stamps. That's great, because y'all swear at the poll you were doing something to hurt immigrants and people who look like me. But now, all the rednecks and Mima and Papa and Junebug and Slaughterbug and all y'all gonna be hungry this fucking Thanksgiving. Thank God. You thought you were shooting other people, you end up shooting yourself in the foot. Good. Like, great. I'm happy. Thank you. Majority of the immigrants who you claim are stealing your stuff, we don't even qualify for food stamps. Maybe y'all can use this hungry time to think about what y'all did at the poll last November. This Thanksgiving, maybe y'all can fast and repent.
Hey y'all, it is Friday, July 4th. And as I get up this morning and head into work, my brain feels like oatmeal. We are waking up this morning to the fact that the Republican Congress hates America. If you do not know, the big, beautiful pile of shit bill passed yesterday, and the orange fat taco turd will be signing it today. And I've been hearing a lot of chatter that they did this so that stuff will not take effect until after the midterms. Well, that's not entirely true. The first program to feel the hits will be the SNAP program, and the fact that all of the cuts, all of the requirements will go into effect the minute that he signs this, and he will be signing it today. So, MAGA, listen up. Listen up, because your FAFO has arrived. Yeah, your FAFO is here. Those of you, and don't say that there isn't, because there's more of you guys on SNAP than Democrats. So just know that at the minute he puts his little Sharpie onto that paper, yeah, your SNAP benefits are probably going to go bye-bye. So, anyway, y'all think about that. And I'll be back for another one. Peace.
All these MAGA people that are blaming the Democrats for the whole situation that's going to go on with the SNAP benefits in November. Y'all, who's gonna fucking tell them? Who's gonna tell them? Your people are not the reason that you have those benefits to begin with. You know that, right? Do you know that? Did you fucking know that?
You know what irks me about MAGA white people? They will easily pull off a January 6th. But when it comes to them losing their SNAP or their Medicare, they will give their politicians absolutely no pushback. Like, sir, ma'am, ma'am, sir. You have a phone. You can call them, your politicians. You have an email. You can email your politicians. Like, I need them to be just as angry about people losing Medicare and SNAP benefits. Because this is gonna fuck over a lot of people. A lot of innocent people are about to lose their fucking food and their healthcare benefits. And like, I need white people to be mad about that.
Child, if you are on SNAP benefits and you are a MAGA supporter, I want you to come front and center for me real quick. Let's just have a little conversation. I want to ask you how you're feeling. One of my Facebook followers, she is a white woman. She told me that white people are so used to having everything handed to them and they're very spoiled. And that's one of the reasons why they're having some problems with all the changes and everything that's happening. So I want to ask y'all, especially because white people are the #1 recipients of SNAP benefits, about 37%. How y'all feeling about possibly not being able to get your benefits next month, right around the corner from Thanksgiving and the other holidays? But Trump done sent almost $40 billion over to Argentina. Trump has spending millions and millions of dollars on this ballroom. Trump now has a statue of some sort that they are doing. It's supposed to be bigger than Abe Lincoln. I don't know if that's the proper term for it, but how y'all feeling about that? I mean, basically, people here in America can potentially starve. Troops just got paid. Government workers, including my husband, have not gotten paid. But Argentina can get all this money. And people who really need the benefits, they weren't even given a real heads up. I mean, it might have been nice if y'all was going to cut the benefits to give people 30, 60, 90 days so that they could prepare. You just ain't going to get it on November 1st. Y'all could just be hungry. Because I'm going to be real with you. Black folks are used to doing a lot with little. We're used to having to make things stretch. We're used to being denied for stuff. So when it comes down to food and being able to stretch food, I don't know if y'all remember Miss Fee. That used to be on Facebook and on TikTok before she passed away. She used to show us how to make meals for like $7. That's what we do. That is in our lineage. But as my friend was saying, my Facebook follower was saying, white people ain't used to that. As a whole, obviously, some people who don't fit that mold. But as a whole, not used to that. So that's why it was so many white people that killed themselves during the Great Depression. Because they wasn't used to that. So I'm just curious, you know, how y'all getting along, how you feel like you're gonna fare during this time. Is America still great, or is it great yet? Let's just have a discussion, open discussion. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Hope you had the day you deserve.
If you are naive enough to think that the pause to SNAP benefits on November 1st isn't going to affect you because you don't receive food stamps, I want you to hear this. About 1 in 8 Americans receive SNAP benefits. In fact, in Oklahoma, where I live, that's 1 in 6 people. So about 600,000 people in my state alone, Oklahoma, receive SNAP benefits. About 1 in 4 children in the U.S. receive SNAP benefits. But you're not one of those people, so you don't care. But hang with me. When those benefits go away, just about $9 billion in grocery spending vanishes. So you've got to be thinking about not just the grocery stores being able to stay open and pay their employees, but you have to think about the entire supply chain, trucks on the road, people who provide food to these grocery stores. $9 billion. Every dollar spent in SNAP benefits adds about $1.50 to $1.80 to the economy. So cutting those benefits isn't saving that dollar, it's taking away that $1.50 to your local economy. But you don't receive SNAP benefits, you don't work for a grocery store, you don't drive a truck, you don't give a shit. But when all of those things happen, the only way to combat that is to drastically increase the price of groceries. Grocery prices are already up over 3% in 2025 alone, which is almost an entire percentage higher than the average increase in grocery prices over the last 20 years. I thought they were supposed to go down day 1 though. So even if SNAP benefits only pause for 1 month, which by the way would be detrimental to all the people I mentioned before that you don't give a shit about, it will cost the economy roughly $13 to $14 billion in profit. And you can expect your grocery prices in just that 1 month to go up at least 1%. And states will stand to lose about $300 to $500 million in sales tax revenue. So even if you do not receive SNAP benefits, you never have, you never will, you do not want these to be paused on November 1st.
Seeing white women on this app crying that their SNAP benefits have been paused or cancelled or whatever, they've lost their SNAP benefits, is the best thing that I never thought would happen in 2025. Yeah, and I'm sorry if you're looking for sympathy on this one. I don't have. It dried out. I don't have, and I won't have it. Okay. Yes. So now, when you go to your pantry and realize that you've run out of food, yet you cannot run to Walmart because you don't have the money, only then will you guys go and vote for policies next time. And not look at someone and say, oh, she doesn't. I don't like her. She's the devil's advocate. Oh, she's an antichrist. You can see how Trump is making your lives great again. Let him continue making your lives great. I pray Trump continues on this route. Because we are over here busting our butts every day to work and pay. We don't get any help. But our taxes are helping you all sit at home and help us stay in ruins and make our lives more miserable. You all need to come out and we work. When we work, and to realize that every day you go to the store, you need $300 or $250 just for one trip, only then will you guys understand. So for now, cry me a river. Cry me a river. Cry me a river. I hope they cancel every program for now. At least for even 1 year, they can roll that back. After that, you will know. You will not forget. Because me here, I have been waiting. I've been waiting for this day to see white women on this app cry over Trump's policies. Listen, I don't need to see any comic or any trendy videos. The tears of white women here crying on this app that Trump has affected their families and their homes and they cannot, and they've lost. What do you mean? What do you mean you're crying? I'm watching.
It is going to be extremely hard for people to resist taking the mark. The reason why it's going to be hard, number one, if people are not in their rightful places with God and you haven't built up a spiritual stamina in faith and trust in God during that time, it's going to be very easy for you to fall into the cycle and to fall under the guise of this power that is coming. Yes, it is interesting to think that you will not be able to buy or sell without coming into agreement with a mark to be able to operate like a normal human being in society. But if we think about what is going on since COVID-19, the world has changed as we know it. It has changed forever, and it is constantly changing. Not just COVID change, but even politically, economically, we see the change that is here, that is already coming. This whole thing with the SNAP benefits and the food stamps, it is literally just conditioning people and getting people ready to see how desperate people really will be to fall under the pressure of wanting to feed their families and wanting to come into agreement with what the political powers are doing. It is no secret that we are living under a digital age. That is no secret. And not just a digital age in the US of A, but a digital age worldwide. We see what is going on in Europe with them already enforcing a digital ID. So If we see that they're forcing a digital ID in the UK, and we see what they are basically requiring people to be able to live in society, to work with this digital ID, then we know what is coming. Our biggest point of this video is knowing God authentically, knowing who he is, serving God from a place of sincerity of your heart, but not just knowing rules of God, not just being religious and having a religiousness to how you live your life, but knowing that you speak to God, that you talk to God, that you know his voice. And the reason why you must know his voice, there's so many voices in this hour that's saying that they are of God. And I'm over here like, that ain't the God of the Bible. That is not his voice. Just like people got tricked politically with certain voices, it is the same thing. How many times we've seen in the Bible where it says in the end times, there will be heavy deceit. Do not be deceived. Do not be deceived. Even the lawless one that's coming, the Bible says it's going to take great discernment. Even the very elect will be deceived. I am praying that we gain not just spiritual discernment, but we have an ear that we are hearing directly from God, that we will know when things arise in the political arena, when it arises in society, that we will know immediately, and that we will hear the voice of God, that we will be led of God, knowing that we don't fall victim or fall and come into agreement with things that is completely not God, but it is coming. People will be hungry. You may, the Bible says, the one that endureth till the end. What did y'all think that scripture meant? We are headed towards the end. I don't know why people don't see it. I don't know why we can't understand. We are headed towards the end. The one that endureth till the end shall be saved. We may have to sacrifice. We may have to depend on God. Something that we all have a hard time every day of our lives. We can't even depend on God right now. We struggling in our faith now. Imagine when the time and the hour of the AC arise and there is heavy deceit and you can't buy nor sell without the mark. Will you trust God? Will you trust your Father that he will bring manna from heaven like we seen in the Bible? When he fed them with fish and bread and loaves of bread and fish and wine. Will we trust him? Do you have the faith to know and hear the voice of God? Know what is not God and what is. This is coming and we are upon it. We are upon it now. They are just conditioning us. Please be wise. Be wise in what you come into agreement with, because it's literally around the corner. My prayer is that God will open up the eyes of those who really truly follow him. And I'm not just saying follow him by way of religion, but follow his word. Read the word of God, knowing his laws, not just knowing of him because of you sat in church your whole life and you just heard sermons, but you sought after God. And this is why we must seek God. We must seek the Father, seek who he is, seek in knowing him, because we are living in a crucial moment. This is just a crucial moment that's coming. So my prayer is that you would know God, learn of him in sincerity, in the entirety of who he is. It's almost impossible to really know him in this vastness, but continuously seek his face that he may be found.
Wait. So, we got lots of people posting on social media that they're losing their SNAP benefits. Oh, they're losing their minds. However, they got the latest iPhone. They got their nails done, their hair done. They got a Louis Vuitton bag. They got money for all of that. But they ain't got money to feed their kids. They want the taxpayers to do that. Well, the taxpayers didn't lie down with you in your bed, spread your legs, and pop out these kids that you want us to pay for. So here's what you do. You go in your car, which you probably got a nice car too. Go in your car, go fill out some job applications, and while you're at it, stop at the nearest bookstore and get a how-to book on how to prioritize life. because I'm sick and tired of it. We're seeing people with the latest iPhones. I don't even have an iPhone 17. And you mean to tell me that you can't afford groceries for your kids? Get out of here. We're done with all of that. I will not sympathize with people who have nails like this that are this long and have all sorts of rhinestones. Probably paid $200-300 for your nails to get done. You're spending $1,500 on a cell phone and on the human hair. Get synthetic. Get press-on nails. Learn how to cook inside instead of going out to eat. Okay? Start budgeting what money you do have. I never in a million years thought, look, man, I got 2 kids. 2, okay? I buy my own groceries, okay? And I had to use food stamps to get on my feet. And once I got on my feet, and guess what? I didn't need it no more. So I stopped applying. I said, let the next person who actually needs it get them. And I'm seeing a lot of you with Louis Vuitton bags going, oh, what's going to happen to my SNAP benefits? Psh, oh, well. A lot of them been on food stamps for decades. Section 8 housing, decades. Generation after generation. Look, okay, I'm telling you this much, man. Nothing is free. Nothing in this country is free. And you are more than capable of getting out there and doing something for yourself and making something of yourself. Don't let anybody sell you short. And if you yourself are selling yourself short, well then, man, that's a generational curse you're going to have to break. But I will not sympathize with the people who are sitting there on the latest iPhone 17 Pro Max going, I'm about to lose my SNAP benefits. Feel bad for me. Nope.
Hey, LaQuisha, calm down, okay? They're not cutting off the SNAP benefits for November, all right? But be honest, you're still going to go out and steal, aren't you?
Well, saw this video and couldn't let this son of a bitch get a pass. I think it's so interesting when people want to talk, especially on this app, and they want to say, oh, not everything's about race. Don't get so worked up about racism, people. You guys are just, it's not that bad. We've gone so far. We've come so far. It's not about racism anymore. MAGA's not racist. Why do you call everybody a racist? It's because of shit like this. You've always existed. You've always been out there. You just now feel emboldened. Donald Trump has given you a voice. He's allowed you to sing it from the rooftops without consequence. And that's why you love him. So that white motherfuckers like you can come on this app and say horribly racist things. And then if anybody gets upset, you just get to say, it's just a joke. Calm down. You guys are always making everything about race. Just relax. It's not a big deal. That's absolute bullshit that black and brown people have had to deal with for fucking ever. And I can only imagine, I can't speak to it. I'm a white guy. I don't know anything about it. But I can only imagine. This guy probably doesn't even bother him. It probably is literally just rolling off their back because they've seen so much in their lives. It is so despicable of what and how we have treated people in this country because of the color of their skin. And to come on here and make such a dumbass fucking video like this, you hill jack son of a bitch. Fuck.
It pisses me off more than the fact that y'all trying to make this a racial issue when it come down to people not receiving their SNAP benefits in the month of November. Come on, sip a little tea with Auntie, because y'all know I got a little time today, and I come with actual factual numbers. Clock that tea. So a lot of y'all on here screaming, that's good that they won't be getting their November benefits. Maybe they'll get off their lazy behinds and go get them a job. Let me put this in right here, though. I want you to know the people who receive the most government assistance in general in this country don't look a thing like me. Did you hear what I said? And I always include, the actual factual, the details that you need to see, the tips you need to use right above my head so you can know that I'm spitting actual factual. They don't look a thing like me. So stop trying to make it a racial issue when people in general will be affected by this. Just because and you up there in that upper class, higher class, and you feel like, you know, it ain't gonna affect you. It might affect your grandmother, your grandpa, your elderly aunt, your great auntie, your great uncle. Those people will be affected. Or how about your little neighbor that lives on your street, you know, bought her house back when she was working. Now she retired and received a little bit of SNAP benefits to keep her going. She will be affected by this. So quit trying to make it a racial issue. It's a people issue in general. A lot of people will be affected if these people don't get this government back open and get these people they SNAP benefits and other benefits that they're going to miss out if they don't help and open this government back up. Thank y'all for sipping a little more tea. What I ain't see by y'all.
At the end of the day, everyone is trying to survive out here, okay? So MAGA, maybe next time, instead of celebrating somebody, somebody else losing, try standing with them, because this system don't have fair rights. Okay? So guys, drop your thoughts in the comment section about this video and about these MAGA people. Let me know what you think, and don't forget to support the channel by subscribing to the channel. See you guys in my next video. Bye.